Okay, let's talk about the Pinterest catalog. What are the do's and don'ts? Hey, I forgot how to introduce myself. Welcome. My name is Adriana. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the Kordial Media YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about all things catalog. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button and to hit the bell to be notified every single time I post a new video here on the Kordial Media YouTube channel. Heads up, if you don't know me, welcome. My name is Adriana. I help Shopify e-commerce businesses and influencers drive traffic and sales utilizing Pinterest. Today's video is all about catalogs, do's, and don'ts. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. First of all, what are the benefits of having a catalog on Pinterest? You get the shop tab right on your profile, which means that anytime that your Shopify store or your store is updated, this catalog syncs automatically onto your profile and feeds the available products from your Shopify store onto Pinterest, available for anybody to find organically and for anybody to shop directly from your account. Now you do have to click through to your catalog to get on your website to shop, but either way, it makes it a lot easier for people to find your brand and your products on the platform if you have that shop tab and that catalog synced on Pinterest. Secondly, having your catalog on Pinterest allows you to run catalog sales campaigns, which for a lot of advertisers has proven to be super successful and really helpful in capturing cold sales as well as retargeting warm leads, site visitors, even past checkouts to increase your conversions on your website. The question is, are you the perfect fit for syncing your catalog to Pinterest? And this depends. One, if you're on Shopify, you are an absolutely 100% perfect fit. And the reason being is because there is a seamless Pinterest app on Shopify that you can download that will allow you to sync your Shopify store with your Pinterest account in literally 3 clicks. It's so seamless. It usually integrates really, really well and really perfectly. And so saves you the headache of having to figure out how to manually add your catalog onto the platform. A huge plus of having Shopify and being a perfect fit for syncing your catalog to Pinterest is that anytime your catalog gets updated on your Shopify store, it is reflected in your catalog on Pinterest. For example, if a product goes on sale, that'll be reflected in your catalog. If a product goes out of stock, it'll also be reflected in your catalog. And this is just one of the many reasons why Shopify is so a perfect fit for syncing your catalog. If you are on any other e-commerce platform, you're going to have to upload your catalog manually to Pinterest, and it's a super clunky process. And to be honest, I'm not even quite familiar as to how to do this. And I also do not recommend it because, again, anytime, for example, a product does go on sale or a product runs out of stock, your catalog will not be automatically updated on the platform, and therefore you can lose trust with pinners if they find a product of yours that they click through to your website and realize that is not actually existent or is no longer in stock. This is food for thought. So if you are an e-commerce business or you're an entrepreneur looking to launch an e-commerce business and you're wondering which platform to go for, definitely go for Shopify. Okay, now let's talk about what everybody really wants to know, and that is how to get your catalog accepted by Pinterest. Because sometimes, even though you do have a Shopify store and it is a seamless integration, there are sometimes some roadblocks in the way. The first thing that you need to sync your catalog with Pinterest is a claimed website. So this is super easy to do. I will link my tutorial in the description box below for you. Next thing that you need evidently is a Pinterest business account. Now, to be honest, I don't even know if Pinterest will let you claim a website on a personal account, but if they do, then switch your account to business. The next thing that you need on your website, and sometimes this is like a bit arbitrary, but you need, I wrote it down here, you need a shipping policy, a refund policy, and contact details that are easily found on your website. The next thing that Pinterest looks at to sync your catalog is that they absolutely do not want you to plagiarize from another website. So if your refund policy, for example, was copy pasted from somewhere else, or you just used a generic template that a whole bunch of other sites has, Pinterest will reject your catalog from syncing. Make sure you're tweaking some words, some sentences, make sure that there is no plagiarism on your website so you are able to sync your catalog without any issues. The last thing that you need for Pinterest to accept your catalog is meta descriptions and product IDs. Now, product IDs are not always necessary, but if you're planning planning on launching catalog sales campaigns, I highly recommend you have product IDs, because when you don't have a product ID, so the whole point of a catalog sales campaign actually is to show a pinner a picture of a product that they've already seen on your website for the most part. Unless you're doing prospecting, then it's just showing a bunch of different pictures from your catalog at random pretty much. And so without the product IDs, if you're doing dynamic retargeting, for example, the Pinterest catalog sales campaigns are not able to show the pinner, the image of the product they were already looking at your website. It's almost would be launching like a retargeting campaign in the dark a little bit, when really the whole advantage of having the catalog sales campaigns is to be able to maximize your efforts on Pinterest and maximize your chances of getting that sale. And so not having that product ID could do the opposite of that. So I really highly recommend you add the product ID for add to cart and checkout on all your products. So let's say you've done all these things, but you have no idea why your catalog is still not getting accepted. Well, you can do a couple things. They give you 2 appeals. This used to be unlimited and they've recently changed it to 2, okay? So use your appeals wisely, but you can easily appeal the catalog rejection twice. So that's the first thing that I would go ahead and do. Each time you appeal and it gets rejected, read what it's saying you need to do. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then you can't really blame Pinterest for not accepting your catalog, okay? But let's say you have done what they've said they're claiming you don't have on your site. Then the second thing you do is appeal again. That would be the second appeal. If it still gets rejected, then at that point you have to go to the Pinterest Help Center and inquire as to why it keeps getting rejected. Alternatively, if you know the Pinterest rep who's assigned to your ad account and you have their email, contact them. They will be able to escalate the ticket to a higher level at a much faster pace as well. So that's a good little pro tip for you if your catalog is still not syncing after a few tries. At this point, you should be accepted into the catalog sales program, or you should have your catalog syncing no problem. Congratulations. Now is the time for you to start launching your catalog sales campaigns. If you're wondering how to set them up, I have a full video tutorial for you that I will link in the description box below that you can take a look at in order to set up your catalog sales campaigns the right way, whether you be doing prospecting or dynamic retargeting. If you'd like an expert like myself to take a look at your promoted pins, feel free to check out my calendar. It'll be linked in the description box below as well. You can book a free meeting with me. You and I just get on a call, we chat about your Pinterest account, and we see if we're a good fit to work together. If you have a comment or a question about anything that I mentioned in this video, feel free to write it down below as well. And on that note, I'm gonna wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.